I told you not to go down that path.
Hello. Mind you, don't turn quick. If you're stuck with a Duracle.
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a Braxton hair. The lot of it was
Swapping
brought
back
up
to the
by
computer.
a trader in Ottery St. Catchpole. Made me take it in person, they did. No care that I had to shut the shop. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping them hair for my Wampus cat. Must have been someone from America, no doubt, because we don't even have them here. Anyway, what are you here for?
There we go.
Mooncar fur? Duracle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird keeps disappearing. Cheeky thing. Used to carry them in the shop, Duracles. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be nowhere in sight.
I can imagine that would be rather frustrating.
There's worse. Trust me. Most of the suppliers of whooper feathers may as well be living in St. Mungo's. Not surprising, I suppose, the cry in those things. Oh, but such marvellous feathers. Almost worth going mad for.
Sounds like stocking your shelves comes with some hazards.
Truer words never spoken.
I'm going to send
Used to
you
carry
a
beasts
Call of Cthulhu
themselves.
that's a
Good
little
business it
bit
was,
better,
but add it up to here,
a
the
lot better
parents
than
grumbling.
McStabbers.
Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, you should have heard them. No, best with byproducts. And I do like to make sure the beasts are safe and well cared for. Couldn't guarantee that with some of these prospective owners. Now, why don't you have a good look around? Stocks change all the time, and not just because they disappear. Always best to pop in whenever you can to get things before they run out. Which they used to literally do.
Thank you, I will.
Take all the time you need. And thank you for stopping by. A treat to have you here.
A lot of them don't.
You're joking. Hey,
No,
Meta,
I'm
you're
not.
young.
Revelio.
What?
Do you know what this is?
I mean, I've only ever heard it as an expression.
It's a food.
Well,
And
Well,
people thought I was stupid.
it's probably getting rarer and rarer these days.
You know, more and more people just don't even know what a is.
See you, my young
That
friend.
is true.
What seems to be the problem?
You may well ask.
How many
I'm
teenagers I know that can't
convinced
tell
I saw
time?
Grim.
Sammy said
Woman of
even when she
death.
was in school, they didn't
Not
teach you how to
safe.
tell time.
But if it can't see me, I'll be all right, won't I? All I need is an invisibility potion. Yes, that's what I need.
And she's in her 30s, so she was still in the era that at
I'm
least
afraid I'm
pretended
out
to
of
teach you something.
invisibility potion. I suggest finding somewhere safe and being especially
That's weird. I learned about
Safe.
clocks in school.
Careful.
What state
Yes,
you in?
That make. And you're sure you don't?
Oh, so
No.
Sammy.
Very well.
Oh,
Hopefully the Grim,
different school
or
system,
whatever it
I
has
guess.
for
Revelio.
Well, that and
Get me
Sammy
first.
never actually went to public school. She was in there
No.
till like 2nd or 3rd grade, and then her grandma pulled her out because it was too risky for her to be in public school. She had to be responsible for herself. And that was a
Yeah.
no-go.
These rocks have seen better days.
Alright, that's right there. At first, I thought a lot of it was just bull. Just trying to avoid taking responsibility for her own actions, and then after meeting her grandmother, I realized, no, it's actually a family issue.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Because I like it.
Back.
You don't think you'd like Wraith?
I don't know. We started one campaign, we never finished it.
Oh, you're talking about the last Mage campaign?
No. When we tried to play Wraith, we never finished it.
We never even got started.
Quietly.
Yeah, we did.
I'm glad that
We
you
all
Are you-
got killed,
You
and
need
then
to stay
it
low
stopped.
and remain quiet.
You're talking about
What's
the
going on?
the holiday one I was
Always
trying to
way
throw
out
together.
here, As promised.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have no idea how to run it. That's the whole purpose of me trying to get a very small group to figure out how to run the damn thing.
All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of
Watch
Victor
5 minutes
Rookwood.
of the video
And after
until
you
you
told me that
eventually go through
Rookwood
the whole
and Harlow
video.
were after you, I decided that you were the perfect person to join me in taking them down.
I've watched
For
the
good.
first 12
That letter is the
episodes
tangible
of the
proof
McStabber
that
Studio
Officer Singer needs.
quest
Which is
chain.
why I followed
And then I've
Harlow
watched the
here,
entire
and
one
why
that I
wrote
linked,
to you.
the
I
B.J.
need your
Walters
help
one
to retrieve it.
that's in the TTRPG.
You seem
I've
to be
watched
very
all of that
determined
one,
in stopping
and
Rookwood
it was
Harlow.
really good. But the
Why?
I
players,
knew men like him in Uganda.
it's like they had a
I
pre-done
know how bad
script.
things can get if they are not stopped. It's their long story. One I promised to share when
I
we
swear,
have
they-
any time. For now,
There's no way
let's
that they
do what we
knew
came to do.
that they just put that together
Can't they
themselves
just
with as good
bypass
as they
Officer
did.
Singer and go directly to the ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The ministry will come in later.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
I really like this class, but
What are you
I
up to now?
really hate the way Bahamut looks.
What are you playing?
Oh, I'm playing Final Fantasy Online.
Ah.
Right now I'm playing a summoner class, and used to, whenever you summoned your character, it would stay with you, and it would be like a pet that would attack for you and defend you and stuff. Well, they changed it up. Now you run around with a carbuncle, which is like a little four-legged
I wonder what that does.
multi-tailed critter. And your different casts, instead of summoning different types of DPS pets or protection pets, you change him into a fire, earth, or air elemental. He does one big hit, and then you have instacast for like so many casts. And then you just repeat the process of summoning Bahamut or Phoenix and then going through those
That
casts.
did it.
I can't really say I like the idea of that, but I do like the end result that's coming up at level 90, where I don't just summon like a floating rock or a fire with arms. I actually summon the elemental itself from the dungeons.
Guardian Leviosa.
So you get to see it free for your fire and your Gouda and all that. It's really cool in my mind for that. It's the only reason I'm even playing this class.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
I was thinking about. Oh no.
Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
You said 10 o'clock at night's when you get off work, right?
10:30. I usually get home at 11, so.
I'm trying to think of a way to get where you can play. If you're interested. The only
I'm interested.
The only person that I really know of that would for sure be able to play, because Meta has to work in the mornings on weekdays. She's a teacher, I think Meta said.
Yeah.
Well,
Substitute
on
teacher.
weekends I get off. Oh, sorry, Meta. On weekends I get off at 8:30.
What subject do you teach?
I'm a substitute teacher, so everything.
Ah, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, she's not the groomer teachers yet.
Wingardium
Those are the
Leviosa.
main teachers. I bet she really likes to hear that one.
Wingardium Leviosa.
I'm trying to think. Weekends you get off a little earlier. Now weekends, I know Stany would probably want to play. Jason's iffy. Butters wants to play, but she doesn't want to put the time to play?
What game?
Well, right now I'm thinking either mage, wraith, or vampire, or werewolf. Werewolf's fixing to come out for 5th edition. And since this particular situation would be based on, trying to get you to be able to play, I would let you be the pick. You would have the ability to pick what you wanted to play. I don't know much about Wraith, but I want to learn to run that. Because the players in that one, they don't have a choice. They work together to get things done, but they're also fighting each other, which, in essence, they're fighting themselves mentally.
Morgborg.
Huh?
Morgborg.
Whereas Mage, the higher in the sphere you get, the more power you have. And you can combine spheres of power to gain different types of magic that you normally wouldn't have access to. But that one's 100% creativity. So far from what I figured out, Werewolf, you're an eco-terrorist, or a fighting game. Wraith, I don't know. Mage is a creativity game, and Vampire is a political game.
Dude, Fenrir's giving us such a hard time.
Fenris? Are you on hard mode?
No. Not at all.
Oh, you're on the new server. Never mind.
Everybody keeps getting frozen and dying, and it's not. I'm not having a good time.
I believe it's supposed to be it'll be okay. It'll work out in the end. It's one of those situations.
I've always said that travel broadens
It's
the
like,
mind.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Revelio. Mine now, demiguise. Oh, hello.
Oh. Okay, that was enough excitement for a minute. That was horrible. That was the worst dungeon I've ever played. I mean, not the worst dungeon, but the worst run.
Let me get through with this cutscene, and I'm going to swap over and send you some books
Hello,
if
Abby.
you have time
How are
to
you
look
and
at
your
them.
uncle doing?
Oh, I got time.
Very well, thanks to you. The more I learn about Ranrock's foul lot, the more astounded I am that my uncle survived. I looked back over his old owls and noticed that they included pertinent details about his rare metal deposits. I believe that Ranrock's fiends were after those deposits and that they needed my uncle's knowledge. He was willingly going to rot away in that cell to keep me safe.
Any other pertinent details about those owls?
Plenty. Uncle Roland couldn't be certain, but he thought he overheard goblins talking about infusing something into goblin silver. He wasn't sure what they meant, but something about the way they spoke of it made his skin crawl. Ugh, it's clear you saved my uncle from a very bad lot.
It was nothing at all, Adelaide. I'm just glad your uncle's safe.
So am I. Seeing him again was such a relief. I told him that he must remain vigilant from now on. I, for one, can't help but look over my shoulder now whenever I leave the castle grounds.
I hope those assignments...
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor
Back to
Onai.
Garlemald.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
Hey, Meta, how often are you gone on weekends?
Not very.
I honestly don't know.
So you could do
Professor.
like a
At
8:30,
times,
9 o'clock
the
game then,
future
couldn't
is
you?
murky to us all.
Yeah.
As with rippling
Okay.
water, one must wait for things to settle before the reflection becomes clear. But this talk of
Oh yeah,
tomorrow
and any
should
Thursday
not
night that I have
divert
off,
us from your present success.
I play
I
Magic.
shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
Descender!
Excellent. I think you have it. At some point,
We're
you
fixing
must
to send
stop
out some more
preparing
books.
and put your newly honed skills to the test.
That doesn't help
Our
with boredom,
Professor,
Jaime.
do you have a moment?
I do.
Well, take it in your own hand and be done with it.
What?
Jesus. I don't think he understands it, Jason.
Look, I need something that can keep me entertained for hours, not seconds, please.
He understood
Oh, that's terrible.
it. He understood it.
I understand it too well.
How you decided to
He
teach
has been without a
divination?
girlfriend for a week now.
The archer is
Week?
an important yet
It's
often
been months.
A weekend?
misunderstood
Oh, Metta's
branch
here.
of magic.
Yeah,
Those of us
Meta
who
just heard you
possess
talking
the
about a
sight
masturbation
are rare.
joke.
And, as is often
I
the
want to
case
have
with
everything
the
I said
unique
stricken
among
from the
us,
record.
we can frequently
Hey,
be
Stany.
How's
misread,
Legacy?
even feared.
Stany, you wanna
When
know
I
the
was
bad
granted
news?
the opportunity
Yeah,
to
I
teach
know.
others
I know.
about
That's
my
why I
gift
wanted
and the
stricken
good it
from the
can do,
record. I don't
I
consent
was
to this
most
recording.
grateful.
I see.
You
Natty told me
see,
that she moved here from Uganda,
Too late?
where she had attended
Yeah.
Wagadu.
Yes,
Yeah.
Natsai and I both loved Uganda.
Hey,
It's-
Jamie, go
and
make that
Wagadu,
tech lady do a
but we are
DDoS attack
happily
real quick.
settled here
It's
Or
now.
a
immortal.
I
DDS
had
attack.
foreseen such a change, but did not know
I'm
of the
not about to
details
be in a
until it
second.
occurred. I was glad of the
I'm gonna
outcome.
curl up and die here in a
You would
minute.
be
Like, oh
wise to
god.
remember that the
Shouldn't have came
consequences
back.
of our actions are complex. And so,
You sound embarrassed,
divining what
Danny.
is to come is not as simple as gazing into a crystal ball or
At least no one
studying the
knows your real
bottom
name.
of a teacup.
I do.
I know, so do
I
I.
find it truly intriguing, even if I don't fully understand it.
Intriguing.
In fact,
That
I
is
know
one word
his
for it.
full
And
legal
I'm
name.
certain you will come to understand many things more deeply in the
Well,
days
w-
ahead.
Say
You
it.
are a student at
No.
Hogwarts, after all. It cannot have escaped you that we in the Wizarding
I
world
don't hate
are
Stany.
forever navigating the
Not gonna do
seemingly
him like that.
inexplicable.
Of course, Professor.
Now,
I'll say she
I
cares
know
about
that
you.
we both
have places to be.
Everyone cares
Not
about
because
me.
I have the sight, mind you,
There you
but
go.
because I am a professor and you are a
I've
student.
done no wrong.
I have
Look
enjoyed
over
our
it.
conversation.
Absolutely. You took a lesson from Demon.
Took a cup.
From
Off on
somebody
another
who's
adventure,
actually
are we?
fairly decent at storytelling. Where is Crim at on my list? There you are.
Duncan owes his reputation to you.
Now I'm going to send you a Wraith. And you're getting upgraded to a TTRPG player.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not
Now you're going to get the
divination.
books.
You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your
Stany, I
cards or at
sent
the bottom
you
of
the
your teacups.
mage, didn't I?
Alas,
Yes.
the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just
What the
catch
My
a
computer.
glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes.
My
Tonight
screen
we will
just
be
went.
station deck.
I do not like that.
You see, Meta, I hate that class the most.
Do I?
Yeah?
Still don't
Why
have
do you
your
hate
own?
this?
You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Just don't like the professor.
Here,
No,
I
I
ran
can
Hogwarts.
adjust
that for
No,
you.
I
no,
gotta
bring
agree.
it into focus on your own.
Oh, nice.
Alright, Crim, you'll have to download these. It's PDFs
Now,
that I've
I
gotten
expect
from
all of you to put in
purchase,
your stargazing
so they're
hours
clean.
outside of class.
No
Is
viruses
that
on
clear?
them.
But, Professor, it's freezing.
Okay.
Mere cold didn't stop the great
There's the
stargazers
mage
of the
book, and I will
past.
send you the
Look
Wraith.
only
Are you
to the
interested in the
astronomy tables
vampire?
they erected
Yeah,
throughout
I
the
like
highlands
vampire.
From which they
Okay.
gazed millennia ago.
I
I'm
will
more
also
familiar with
send
that
you-
one
the very
than
self-same stars above us.
the any of
Is
the
that
others.
clear? Dismissed.
Download. Why won't it let me download?
I love it when you have to attend to the classes and you've got all your gear on and it's
Hello.
like, gee, I wonder who
believe
the
we've
main
met
character
officially.
in this game
I'm
is.
Amit. I'm something of an astronomy buff.
Hello, Amit. It's nice to meet you.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
I can't do that, Amit. You might need it.
No, really, you can. And I won't. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it,
Oh,
I
there it
assume?
goes.
I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle
What
of
is
all
this
personal
book?
stargazing implements.
If this is the right
But my
book,
old
I'm going to
model's
send
not
this
too
one.
shabby
I
either. Goblin cut
find my
grass, first-rate
Wraith
optical
book for some
enchantments.
reason.
Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Hopefully I have it in here.
Thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it.
'Cause I have the
I have
hardback.
some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about.
Well, that ain't loading.
Yo, he got really close to you all of a sudden.
Tried to put off my stargazing as long as
Yeah,
I could. A lot of good that did. How am I supposed to be serious when my hands are too cold to use a telescope? It's a dog, isn't it?
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
Confringo!
Salty chat. I still have to get
A
meta in on that
pristine
one.
night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart
Don't
the
get it
courses of the
twisted, lady.
cosmos,
I'm here for the
you
free
must
spells.
rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star
Well,
charts,
that's the
you know?
vampire book.
Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
You're going to share this one.
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries, stellar and lunar.
I don't have
The other is mere lunacy.
Wraith in here. Let
Yeah,
me
I
see.
really don't like this
You
professor.
mentioned astronomy tables earlier in class.
What did the professor
What were
do
you
to
talking
you?
about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far.
We have one
For
on the
centuries,
Hogwarts
wizards
grounds.
made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing.
Be right back.
Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
Yeah, I hate how
Thank
she
you,
just
Professor.
keeps dismissing
I look forward to stargazing.
divination.
I am glad to hear it. Should
When
be
it
a
has
stellar
uses.
night for it.
You like divination, huh?
I love divination.
The perfect night for.
How could anyone not?
Oh, hello.
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I had expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes. What is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts.
There is.
I believe we could use it to find
I've seen
hidden
it.
constellations.
I know exactly where it is.
And you need someone to help you find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Oh, no need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we?
Am I really gonna oh, okay. I was gonna say, am I really gonna have to walk with this dude the whole way?
Imagine.
Oh wait, there's two of them on the grounds?
The table is on a castle wall ahead.
Oh.
Look for a stone platform. Something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing.
What you doing?
It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
Better.
A
Velia,
little foreboding.
a few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
I'll repeat myself. Pussy.
I'll keep myself. Meta.
Confringo!
Leave him alone.
More cobwebs.
He hasn't,
You don't
done
think any
things he's
spiders
done.
might be lurking about?
Oh, no. Not this close to the school, Emmett.
I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart.
Aha.
I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Emmett. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope. Don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription.
He means
I'm
well.
practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway,
This is
glad
what it
our
looks like
adventure
when
was
a
a success.
Ravenclaw
I
tries
will
to
see you
flirt.
soon.
Think he's flirting?
I'm gonna add you in my book. You're a worthy astronomer. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook.
Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower at
What
night.
did you get again?
What
Hufflepuff?
a view.
Yeah.
I thought everyone was supposed to interact with different characters. It feels like I've seen the same interaction with the same 3 characters.
There are a few characters that are different based on your house, but it's mostly the same because, you know, we can't be having
Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned.
side quests.
Not enough for me.
I didn't play that much today.
Oh, the Phoenix.
Psst, over here. Quietly.
Well, hey, it's not glitched out this time.
I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet.
Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here?
As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow was
Why are
up to.
your
I followed him
models
to the Hog's
like
Head.
that?
I noticed him reading
What
a
do you
letter.
mean?
All I could
The
see was
hands
that
in
it
front
was
of one
signed
another
by
on
and
top of
bore
each
the
other.
seal
I
of
don't
Victor
know, that's
Rookwood.
how they talk.
And after you
I don't
told me
like
that
it.
Rookwood and
Eesh.
Harlow were after you, I
Did the
decided
guys
that
not
you
do
were the
that?
perfect person to join me in
Not that
taking
I've
them down.
noticed.
For good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it.
Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the ministry?
Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The ministry will come in later.
You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why?
I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do.
I'll help you find the letter, Natty.
I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Alright.
Now, I got this far where
I wonder what that does.
Welcome
That did it.
Accio, Wingardium Leviosa.
go over here.
Flipendo.
Get the stuff. There's nothing else that can help me in here. So I jump on this, right? But I can't get up there, so how the fuck am I supposed to get up there?
You have to use a spell.
What spell?
Leviosa.
Like,
Leviosa.
that?
Yeah. And now you can.
Thank you. That's where I got stuck earlier, and I was like, I don't know what the
Find a way into the
I
gatehouse
feel
to
that.
open the
That's
gate
gonna
for
be
Natty.
happening a lot, so get used to it.
Alright.
What's up, Jaime?
Oh, I'm trying to figure out where to get this at.
Dead end. Must be another way in.
I love how she was like, hey, be quiet, don't make a lot of noise, stay out of sight. Me. Screaming spells.
That looks as if it might raise the gate. Arresto momentum.
Have you ever heard of a website called Scribd?
Sounds familiar. What is it?
It says I can download the PDF, but I have to have a membership.
Well, this puzzle also stumped me for a second.
Which puzzle?
The one that Metta's on.
Oh.
And that is also exactly how I managed to figure it out.
Well done. I will be right up.
See, I was thinking either the box or what you
I
did,
knew
the
you could do
momentum
it.
thing.
This way. I will get the door.
Yeah, I was gonna put the box under the thing, and yeah, and then I was like, hey,
Yep.
there's a hook there.
Exactly. And I also got pissed. I was like, why can she allure more of the
That
lock,
is the
but we
main
can't?
keep. My guess is
She
that
probably
we'll find
has
Hollow
more
and the
advanced,
letter
because I
inside.
only have level 1 Aloha
We'll
Mora.
need to be careful
I
once
haven't
we get...
bothered with the demiguises yet.
I hear them.
Yeah, but even if you got level 3, I'm sure you wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, restrain the beast.
Uh-oh. Oh no, oh no. Why are we not cloaked? Like, what's going on here?
Highwing.
That's what I always
Do
wonder.
you know that hippogriff?
Get these things back to the room.
They took
Very well.
Highwing.
New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go!
Oh, that was
Agreed?
back in 20.
Oh, sure, I guess.
Ah, blasted. There's got to be another way to get up to the roof.
You know what
Somewhere.
would be really useful on this mission? My broom.
I hope Natty
If
stays out of
only.
trouble.
Feeling I'm gonna need that box.
I like how both our reactions were to just push the box away. I just saw a box and I pushed it away. I'm sure you had a better idea, but I was like, ooh, box! Where'd it go?
Levioso.
Oh, they actually have pretty
Not
much the
safest
entire
place to
book right
sneak
here.
into.
But they can't because that would get them in trouble. That's a shame.
And when did I set my...
Retrivicus totalis.
Bye-bye.
Kill that man.
What book
I
are you
know
looking
I
for?
did.
Wraith Oblivion 20th Anniversary Edition on PDF that I can share with everyone.
Okay.
I got the book itself, but it
I'm
doesn't
gonna kill
come
some
with
more men. Hoo-yah!
You killed some boxes.
I didn't buy the PDF of this one. That would have been $100 and something.
Easiest fight ever.
Could you do this?
Easiest
Let's
fight
go.
ever.
Hello, Amor.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're not wrong, but still, that's what's up.
I eat poachers for breakfast.